Hello there, my Capricorns, and welcome back. So, your angel numbers for this month are listed at the top of your screen. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your September reading. So, my Capricorns, I do feel like you guys are still connected to someone, okay? You and this individual definitely share some sort of history together. Whenever I see the chemistry card, I do believe that this represents a soul tie, okay? Because I see an energetic cord between you and someone else, okay? With the Six of Pentacles here, I feel like what keeps you and this person tied together may be some sort of financial obligation, okay? So either you have a family with this person, meaning a child or children together, or you may have built something with this person, meaning a home or a business, something that keeps you tied financially, okay? With that being said, I do feel like this is the reason why you always have to be in communication with this person or in contact with this person. However, outside of the fact that you guys are still, financially tied to one another, I do feel like there is still a physical connection or even a spiritual connection as well. For some of you guys, the Six of Pentacles could represent the fact that you have to still support this person in some way, or vice versa. They may be supporting you in some way, meaning spousal support, alimony, or they are taking care of the home or the family still, okay? So with that being said, with you guys constantly being in this, exchange, whether it's, a currency, meaning you guys are working together as a partnership or co-parenting, this is forcing you guys to be in each other's energy, and there's still chemistry between you two, so things can get kind of intertwined, okay? So with the Ace of Summer, because you guys are still connected or, messing around or whatever you're doing, with the Ace of Summer, this person may be open to you guys mending your bond, okay? Or you could be the one that's open to you guys mending the bond or getting your family back together, okay? So this person may feel like because you guys still have this connection, or because you guys are still messing around, that you guys are working towards saving your family or getting your relationship back together with the Ten of Cups, okay? They're looking at this as a new start. They're looking for forgiveness. They're looking to repair whatever was broken, okay? And they may have even, communicated to you that they still have a lot of love for you, or they just want their family together, okay? So the Ace of Summer is about, of course, new beginnings. Someone's definitely hopeful when it comes to the idea of you guys, opening up to each other again, or falling in love again, or having some sort of new beginning, because of the fact that you guys still have an intimate relationship. And for some of you, this may not be a sexual relationship. It can just be that you guys, again, are still, connected. You're still in each other's energy. You're still communicating, or, acting like a couple or like a family, okay? So someone's hopeful that there will be a rebirth here, okay? So with the Ten of Spades, I do feel like this is very much so misleading for the most part, because one of you wants this and the other may not, okay? So with the Ten of Spades coupled with the Devil's card, I do feel like this was not the healthiest relationship. Again, it may have always been based off of the fact that there was some sort of stability here. Someone was, supporting the other person, or someone may have been in the relationship from the very beginning because it brought them some sort of stability, okay? So you guys don't really trust this person, or vice versa. The energy can always go vice versa, okay? So there was some sort of misuse or abuse of trust here, okay? Someone could have also been trying to fix things while the other person had already checked out. So this is about someone's efforts going unnoticed, or their hard work didn't pay off. So you may have tried to fight for this relationship or your family in the past, and now it's come to the point where you just don't trust this person, or you guys have allowed things to get so toxic that you may feel like there's no coming back, okay? Um, this may even result in like a breakdown of communication, or you may have blocked this person, or they may have blocked you at one point in time, or you guys just have a really hard time when it comes to really seeing eye to eye outside of, the physical aspect, or outside of the fact that you guys, again, are tied to each other financially, okay? So someone sees this as, a burden. Someone feels like this is just weighing them down. Someone feels like the other person is very hard to even tolerate. I do feel like things will, or they already have, fallen apart between you two. But again, you guys are still tied together. Look at the Devil's card. It even, represents that energetic, cord, although it shows up as a chain in this image. This is still how Spirit shows it to me, okay? So, again, you may feel tied down, you may feel controlled, you may feel like you are losing yourself or your independence, or like you can't be an individual in this union with this person. Like they want to allow you to really be who you are or express yourself when you're together, okay? So again, this represents, negativity, very low energy, an illusion, meaning it may look like you guys are a happy family, or like you guys have this really strong connection, chemistry, attraction. However, behind the scenes, it could be very toxic. And this person may have a hard time with letting you go, because this is about being controlled. This is about a materialistic or superficial connection at times, or it can even represent like a hopeless situation. Like it always ends badly between you two, okay? So although someone else is open to a new start or change in a situation, someone else isn't, okay? So yeah, understand that this does represent that challenging times are ahead, okay? Regardless if you do accept this relationship back into your life, if you do want to give it another chance, or if you do try to give it another try, you're definitely in for like a rocky road ahead, okay? So this is your judgment call, okay? And you have the Ace of Wands. So Spirit is saying it's time to stand up for yourself. It's time to figure out where you're going and who's going with you, okay? It's time to either revisit the past or leave it behind. You can no longer allow this to weigh you down. You can no longer carry this person or allow them to carry you. It's time for you to really shine light on this situation and see it for what it is, and also reevaluate yourself, okay? Because it always takes two. It's not just always the other person's fault. So especially if you guys are being intimate with this person, like on a sexual level, because the Ace of Wands could represent that, okay? This is giving someone false hope, or it's making them feel confident in the with the idea that you guys are like together, So I feel like someone's completely open to this, and the other person is still on the fence. And if that is you, you are being called to make a decision, okay? Either you're going to liberate yourself from the past and the situation, or again, you're going to go ahead and try to work things out, okay? Whatever it is, you are being called to dedicate yourself to it 110%, okay? You can't just half-ass it. You can't have one foot out the door and one foot in the door. You have to pick a side, okay? So let's see. You have water here, air here, fire here, earth here. So it can be any sign, okay? So moving forward, when it comes to what needs to be worked on or released, you guys have children coupled with the Page of Pentacles. So the deciding factor in your decision has a lot to do with the fact that you do have a child or children with this person, okay? For others, this could represent the fact that this person may not be as grounded or as mature as you, okay? This can also indicate that this person has a lot of dreams that they have yet to fulfill, and you see them as this kind of scattered brain type of individual who's not really secure within themselves or grounded, okay? So with that being said, for those of you guys who share a child or children with this person, I do feel like this plays a major role in your decision moving forward regarding whether you want to make this work or whether you want to move on. For the most part, I do feel like this indicates that someone will be there, to make sure that the child or children are supported. However, this is a sign that either yourself or your partner or ex-partner has to stop focusing so much on the material world. When it comes to the children, I do feel like there is some sort of disconnect, or a child or children may feel like, yes, the parent or parents support them financially. They're there. They have everything that they need. However, when it comes to them actually being present, because the Page of Pentacles is someone who is kind of like always, dreaming, always fantasizing, always chasing after, the bag. So a child may feel like they are being, neglected when it comes to spiritual or even physical or emotional support. Okay. So just be aware of that. So with the Two of Winter, winter to me represents, coldness. It represents some sort of emotional detached energy. So there may be some sort of disconnect on an emotional level because someone is so focused on themselves and what's happening again in their physical world. Okay. So you do have the Two of Winter coupled with the Hangman. So if you feel like your world's been turned upside down, if you are in a state of confusion, or if you are focusing on what's missing or what you appear to be lacking, or if you're focused on all these plans that you had for you and this person and why they didn't work out. So if you're still holding on to what could have been, this could be keeping you trapped emotionally. So Spirit is saying that it's time to release that baggage, okay? Accept that this was part of your plan. This is part of the Most High's will for your life. It's time to surrender to this experience and end the suffering, because it's not just impacting you. It's also affecting your loved ones, okay? So with the Two of Winter, you cannot continue to stay in this state of limbo. I stated it before. You have to make a decision. You cannot have one foot out the door and one foot in the past, okay? Either you're ready to release it all, or you are ready to give it another shot, okay? So indecision is holding you back, okay? It's time for you to make a choice, but instead of trying to please other people, it's important that you guys do what's best for you, okay? So yes, your child or children, your family that you created is very important. It's very important. However, you are still, an individual. You still have your own story, your own life purpose and life work to do. So you cannot stay in something that doesn't fulfill you and think that your child won't be impacted. Okay, so if you're not happy, if this is in fact toxic, it would be best for you to do what you need to do, whatever is best for you. That way you can be the best, supporter for your loved ones. Okay, so yeah, it's time to make a choice. Okay, and this actually says you cannot worry about pleasing other people. Okay. So yeah, you can't continue to feel trapped between your intellectual self and your emotional self. You're battling, So it's time to make a decision. It's time, okay? This will also help you with releasing like old patterns, whether that's thought patterns, whether that's the way that you move in the world, the way that you love, the way that you communicate, okay? So with the Jack of Diamonds, it's possible that the person that you were involved with was immature. This represents someone who is possibly younger. And if it's not a physical age difference, it could be, again, It could be their mentality. It could be the fact that they're still, not as, stable as you are. You may make more money than this person. You may be more experienced than this person in some way. Okay. They appear to be an empath. Okay. They can even be like introverted at times. Again, there's still an attraction between you and this person. That wasn't the issue between you two. Okay. I definitely feel like they looked the role, or they played the role, especially, physically. However, when it comes to, this moving forward with the Four of Cups, I feel like they're still very much so determined. So it may be them who really wants to still be with you. Okay. This person could also be in school. They could be furthering their education. They appear to be someone that you do respect, or that was trustworthy to you. Okay. However, they're super, outspoken, very opinionated, full of potential. So you guys had there was the, possibility of you guys going far. There was just something that, that caused this to, to end, or that caused you guys to kind of like fall apart. Okay. However, with that Four of Cups, I do feel like they are trying to put forth the effort. They're trying to show you that they do want to be with you. And remember, this can always go vice versa. But you may have lost attraction. You may have lost interest in working things out. Someone is more focused on themselves at this time. And again, this could be you also returning to school, or you're focused on your career at this time. Okay. So with that Four of Wands, I do feel like you guys are leaving this behind, despite the fact that you love your family, despite the fact that this person is very determined in trying to get you back. I do feel like you guys are freeing yourself from this situation. Okay, so you have the Four of Wands coupled with a Tower card. Okay, so even if you don't make a decision, that's best for you, or your happiness, or your sanity, or your health, I feel like one will be made for you. Okay. And this is what usually happens when you don't make a decision. Things usually get so bad that the universe will step in, and it will cause things to come crumbling down. So the Tower is about whatever plans that you had, or whatever decisions you weren't making will be made for you. This is about a disruption to your plans. This is about some sort of unexpected event that happens, that comes in, that forces you out. Okay. So you may continue to experience a lot of challenges. If there is a lot of friction, that can be a sign that you're trying to force, things to be that are not meant to be. So, this may lead to some sort of, crisis between you two, some sort of major argument that just, pretty much forces you to leave if you already haven't, or this person may leave. Okay. Again, you can no longer, in this climate, you can no longer continue to live under false pretenses. You can no longer continue to dress things up on the outside while they're falling apart on the inside. So 2020 is exposing like all illusions. So anything that's not built on a solid foundation, anything that's not built on love and truth, it will come crumbling down. Okay. So this is about clearing out everything. Everything must go that doesn't serve your highest good. Okay. So, yeah. So again, you guys have, let's see, you have water here, you have earth here, you have fire here. Okay. So moving forward, when it comes to what can be expected in love for you guys, this was a true love. Okay. I do believe at one point in time, you guys did love each other, or you still might love this person. However, with the Nine of Wands, you guys just don't trust each other. You feel like you always have to be on guard with this person. You cannot allow this person in. Again, you may have felt like you tried so hard before, or like you gave this person your all. And this person may have judged you in some way, to the point where you felt like you could not be yourself, or you could not express yourself, or you could not open up on that level with this person. Okay. So you're just paranoid. You're like, I already know what happened in the past. So I'm not willing to put myself back out there again and allow that to happen to me. So a lot of you guys may be guarded at this time. And you may feel like you have to be that way, but over time you will also be pushed to tear down those boundaries that you're putting up. Okay, so I do believe that this was, you know, the love of your life. You know, it doesn't mean that you won't find someone else. Okay, so Nine of Autumn, again, you guys are working on your independence. A lot of you guys are entrepreneurs, or you will be. Okay, you have this coupled with the Nine of Pentacles, meaning you're focused. You know, you're focused on building yourself back up. You're focused on having a life of, you know, luxury. This is about you guys sticking to the program. So you may not be interested in love. You may be focusing on getting your home together, getting your foundation together. Okay, so this is about you needing to make the necessary sacrifices in order to reach your goals. Understand that nothing, you know, worth having happens overnight. So take it day by day, step by step, and over time you will accumulate, you know, the wealth or the income that you desire. Okay. Let's see, you have the Joker card of transformation and enlightenment. So you had to go through this. This is part of God's will. It was something that was destined to happen in your life. This is about transformation through painful experiences. And I've stated this before, but because we are, you know, having this human experience, it's unfortunate, but we do have to learn a lot of our most valuable lessons through going through pain. I honestly believe that's what, you know, most relationships are about. People will break your trust. People will betray you. People will hurt you. You know, people will break your heart. You know, people will disappoint you. It's unfortunate, but it's part of life. And sometimes, you know, those letdowns shape you for better or for worse, depending on how you interpret the lesson, okay, and how you apply it to your life. But I do feel like it's meant to help you grow spiritually, okay? That's my belief. You can believe something else. But for the most part, a lot of you guys have experienced a lot of pain because you have gone into situations kind of blinded, or you were deceived in many ways, or maybe you were deceiving yourself in some way where you weren't able to see the truth about a person, or you wanted to believe the lie, okay? So because you missed these details and you didn't see people for who they truly were, it may have resulted in the Nine of Swords, where you have, you know, to work through all this, you know, regret, where you have to work through guilt, loss, and having to forgive yourself and other people. Okay. I do feel like with the Empress and the Ten of Swords at the end of your reading, there may be some sort of news that comes in that feels like a betrayal for you guys. Even if you are no longer with this person, or you decided to cut them off, or they cut you off, or you're like keeping them at a distance, or loving them or you are loving them from afar. I do feel like this may indicate that if you were in fact, you know, still sleeping with this person or being intimate with this person, you may hear that they are, you know, pregnant, or you may be pregnant, and this may feel like a betrayal to some of you guys. Okay. For others of you, this could represent this person. If you are going through like a legal battle, I feel like this can represent this person possibly trying to keep the children away from you, or using the children against you in some way. Okay. For others, this can represent them taking half of something that you created, like a business, okay, or you having to, again, pay them in some way, or split something with them, or they get the majority of something, and this feels like a betrayal. Okay. So you guys let me know. Okay. So lastly, I see you guys understanding that sometimes you have to sacrifice. Sometimes you have to leave something behind with the Two of Wands. Understand the world is truly yours. You hold it in your hand. You just have to step into your power, take authority. Don't be afraid to go in a different direction, to create your own lane. Okay. This is about marching to the beat of your own drum. your own drum. Okay. So take a different approach, do things differently, be open to new experiences, be honest with yourself, be honest with other people, and just, face your fears head on. Okay. So let's see, you guys have air here, you also have fire here, and earth here. However, it can be any other signs. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I love you as well. My cards are still available on my website. You can also contact me for a private reading through lawdivination.com. I love you, and until next time.